Hello, welcome back to Angry Duck Automotive. This week, I was hoping to be doing some more Zephyr stuff, but the fact is, I'm still waiting for updates on the insurance to see what they want to do. I contacted them in the week. They want to send another assessor out to look at the car because, like I said, the guy that came up, before, he didn't really know what the car was, what the bits and pieces were in it, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm hoping they're going to send somebody with a bit more knowledge of classic stuff, should we say, and what's been done. So that I've got to wait for. So we can't touch that again really until they decide, because obviously, if they want to take the car away and write it off, then they won't let me buy it back. Then it's going to be all wasted time and money. So while we're here today, just at the workshop, and the weather's pretty good. It's looking stunning out there, and it's not too hot either. So I'm going to try and get the e36 BMW running. Maybe if it runs well enough. There's a drift day coming up on October the 11th at Perranporth, so if we can get a ticket, we may try and get down to that and do a drift day. I've not done one for a long time, so I'll probably be going around in circles more than drifting, but you never know. Maybe it's like riding a bike. you might never forget. But yeah, so that's been a while since we've done that, so I'm going to try and get it running today. We've got the battery on boil wash on the charger at the moment, so hopefully that will be giving us enough power to crank it up and fire it up. Before I do that, I'm going to go down and check the oil and make sure it's got coolant in it and stuff like that. I don't want to be running it up with no oil in it. I seem to remember it's had an oil filter when we put the engine in it. So that was, it's 2 years ago, but it hasn't done any mileage. It's done like one drift day. So we're going to tinker around with that today and see what happens. But while we are here in the workshop, and both the other custom vehicles are here as well. So I guess flip you around in a bit, and I'll show you around the Anglia and the old Chevy truck. Show you what work we need to be doing, what's coming up in future videos maybe. So there we go. I'll see you in a minute. Right, so this is obviously the Anglia. She's a deluxe model, as you can see by the old Anglia badging. She was fairly bad when my dad got it. The driver's front door and the front pillar were actually on the back seat inside the car. All the wings were rotted off of it. She was in a bit of a sorry state. So the only thing you can do with an old Ford when it's in a sorry state is turn it into a race car, innit? So that's exactly what we've done. Old school style, well abandoned wheels. And to liven her up a bit, Dad put the old Z-Tech in a 2 litre Mondeo motor, Type 9 5-speed gearbox. And it fits in there just nicely, and literally just. So that's the power plant. Custom made exhaust manifold there. Obviously Ike inlet manifold, run it on a Weber carb, Bang-A-Loom EDIS pack I think it's got on it. Obviously with the wings and everything rotted off, Dad's made all this tubular front end, strut bar across it to stiffen it up. All these are handmade, strut tops, gas coilovers on it, so she handles really well. She's got the old double anti-roll bar on it. Sorry about that heavy breathing, that's not me, that's her, that's Shelby. She's the heavy breather in the video today. And your Belbris. Yes. So yeah, and we painted this car in sort of like an olive, the original colour. And then Dad decided everything that Dad builds has got to have flake on it, and I have to agree. So we've done a flake roof on it. She's pretty basic inside. It's got the old Lotus twin cam steering wheel. So yeah, the got some jazz bucket seats in there. Dad's fabricated a tunnel. No carpets, obviously, cause race car. But the colour on the dashboard and the insides of the doors are the original colour. So it's not any by any means a match. But she's got the old half cage in the back just for racing. Harnesses, jazz buckets in there, and this is like a pocket rocket. It's really good fun. But he's selling it because he's found something else that he wants. which is how it works. You build something cool. When you finished it, nothing left to do. Get rid of it and build something else. So that is the Anglia. I say it is for sale. Take offers above 10 grand on it, I think. So you know, if you fancy yourself a little road pocket rocket, it is for sale. Give us a message in the comments if you're interested in this little motor. It's a lot of car for 10 grand, to be fair. I think he would take anywhere between, I don't know, offers north of 10 grand anyway, I'll put it that way. But yeah, so it's a well sorted little car. Turn the key, drive it, you know, go. Got some rear suspension work done to it as well. So it handles like a little go-kart, really. Yeah, it's a really cool little car. Okay, so let's look at the Anglia. This is the old Chevy C10. She's 1970, I think, 71 maybe. Spitting with rain just here now. Lovely. So she's original Chevy straight six motor. She's had some tinkerings, obviously, you know, some goodie bits put on it. I think Dad got this engine, used to be in a sprint car, I believe, years ago. It's had a rebuild. It is just, you know, they call them a stump puller because they just go on forever and ever and ever. It is actually quite lively for a straight six, I think. Dog likes something now, which he's looking at. So yeah, this is just a shop truck, really. He likes his stickers on it. Old school, like 70s kind of vibe going on. We did a metal flake roof on this as well because, you know, why not? So it does sparkle quite well in the sun, but like everything American, it's got problems with the British climate, and it tends to dissolve. So I think this year we've got to do some welding over the winter time because it does need a pair of seals, I think. I'm not sure if it's this side or the other side, maybe the other side. So I don't know whether I'll be doing that for him or he'll do it himself. It's just spotting the rain now. But this has kind of been like a little rolling work in progress for the last few years. He's had it. You know, it's ideal for what they want to do. Put stuff in the back, tow the caravan with it. So it's quite nice inside. He put a new seat in it. You know, he's managed to collect up bits and pieces over the years and stick in it. So yeah, that is the Chevy truck. There we go, the sun's coming out now that you can maybe see some sparkly flake on there in the video. Don't really know in the camera, you can't really see it very well, but that's that. I did all the vinyl on there for him. Made up all the stickers and stuff. Somebody else did those, a guy called Julian, I think. But yeah, that is the old Chevy truck. There she is. Massive thing. Poor old Zephyr in the background there, a bit neglected now. She's been up here waiting for her fate to be decided. Poor old girl. And the angry duck. There we go, angry duck. So we're down in the yard. This is the BMW that we're going to be having a little look at today. We're going to see if it will start basically and run and behave itself, and maybe if it does that well enough, doesn't get hot and stuff, we'll take it on a drift day. So I'll flip you around and you can have a look at the state of it. Like I say, I've not touched it for a long time, so it is buried. So there she is in a sorry state. She's a BMW e36, started life as a 316, and now it's got a 2.3 in it, straight six BMW motor. So yeah, she's piled up with crap, and as you can see, been here a fair old while. Got weeds growing up around it. She's covered in greeny stuff. At least the front tyres are slow. I think the back tyres are flat. Looking at them, yeah, and they're drift tyres as well, so they're skinned, so we won't be pumping them up. Yeah, so she is buried in spares and whatnot. Been here a long time, but we'll have a look and see if we can make it go. Poor old thing. So yeah, there she is, the old drift handle there. My mate Trev made that for me out of an extension of a breaker bar, which works quite well. You know, Corby seats, harnesses, and that is basically it. Nothing else in there because race car. There she is, strap bracing it just to keep the front strut stiff. Got the hood propelizer 3000 there, holding the bonnet up because obviously the shocks are knackered. And there is just a BMW 6-pot motor, really, you know, standard stuff for sliding and having fun. Cool, so we're just going to make sure there's oil in it. Check the dipstick. So I think the oil was changed as soon as we put the motor in. It's probably going to be okay for what we need to do. Where's the filter? Bang on the money. Okay, let's got that in it. It's even got some wet in it. Even got some coolant. I seem to remember this having a filter and a oil change anyway. Right, that's that. Okay, we got brake fluid. Was that all gone? No, she's full. Okay. That's all done. Right, I seem to remember now. Last time I went out, the clutch on the viscous fan failed, and she got warm, so we loaded it up and brought it home. But since that, I've welded the fan clutch up, so she's constant live now. Cool, ideal. Right, we'll put the special drift battery in it. And then see what works. I'm expecting to have to pull the fuel pump out and stuff like that. So we'll see if it starts. So obviously you need a special battery for a drift car, you know, a really expensive one. Nope, just a Trade Tech. This is. We picked this one because obviously it's got the go handle. Okay, so that's installed. Obviously we've done the battery terminals up with an appropriate spanner, one big enough to kind of hit them on tight. So I think I'm ready to twist on the key and see what we got. Fingers crossed something works properly. I'm hoping I don't have to drag a fuel pump out of the tank and sort of clean that and give that attention, because that's a horrible job. And we are kind of the nice weather's disappeared now and we're dodging showers, so yeah, Cornwall life. Okay, so we're gonna switch ignition on, see what oh, I can hear a fuel pump. Mint. Let's try and prime that up a bit. Neutralis. Will it crank? No way. No freaking way. That is unbelievable. She fired right up. And she hadn't been started for a long time. Oh, we've got nearly half a tank of fuel as well. That's probably really bad petrol there. We'll just let her idle up a minute and see what she wants to do. But that was really surprising. I have no idea that was going to happen. I was expecting to be messing about here all day. But yeah, she's idling. Oh, look at that, look. Couldn't believe it if well, I've got to believe it, I'm looking right at it. First turn of the key. I say she's been down here a long time, as you can see. Wow. Good girl. Good girl. Right, okay, so it runs. Next thing we need to know, will it move under its own power? a 2.3, but it's got an aluminium Chinesium flywheel on it, and it really does make a difference. She's a really little engine with that on it. You alright, dog? Where's Shelby? She's not impressed. She does not like loud cars. Hey, dog. Look at girlies. So yeah, there we go. She's running. She is running. She's done 190,000 miles according to the clock, but she is idling. Fuel's good. No oil light. Just starting to get up to temperature now, or she's getting towards that. So I want to get some heat in it before I see if she's got any onions. Okay, so we have runnage. That seems to be throttling. And we appear to have brakes, which is good, isn't it? Let's see if we got a clutch. Ooh. We may even have a clutch. It feels like it's doing clutchy things. I can get all the gears. Let's see if she'll drive then, shall we? Oh my god, she is driving. Albeit with two flat rear tyres, but I'll move it out a little bit. She drives. Oh my god. Okay, colour me impressed. So you can leave a BMW in a yard on grass for at least 2 years without touching it, and she'll still run. That is pretty good in my book. I'm quite impressed with that. So if you've got those really annoying party animal Saturday night neighbours, what I like to do on a Sunday is take my trolley jack for a walk around the estate. So ironically, I got to pump up the shredded rear tyres to get the arse off the floor a little bit, because I can't get a trolley jack underneath it to change the wheels. So yeah, that's happening. Behaving herself quite well. Obviously it's got a boot full of spares, which I forgot I had, and she has moved forward under her own steam, sort of like 6 foot. A little bit of damage on the back corner there, clipped the tyre bail down at Perrin, took the trim off, scratched the bumper and took off one exhaust tip, which I was quite impressed with, but didn't damage the body luckily. So she lived to drift again. I'm really surprised how well it's running. I mean, I haven't even put any fresh fuel in it. That's on like 2 or 3 year old petrol. I mean, it stinks like really varnishy, but she still seems happy enough. Sounds happy enough, doesn't it? I don't believe it. Temperature seems normal. Pumping up some tyres where you can hear a little pump go, just so I can get a jack underneath it. But yeah, fairly successful resurrection. I didn't really have to do a lot, did I? Put a battery on, turn a key. Can't ask for better than that, really. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. What are you doing? Are you scared of that car? Silly dog. You standing in my toolbox because you're a big silly. Sillies. Cool. So when you're changing back tyres on a drift car, always important to remember that it's been out skidding and there's probably sharp bits of metal and bits of rubber and stuff sticking off the tyres itself. So the best thing to do is just grab hold of the outside of the wheel and pull it off, rather than putting both hands behind it. And always remember that when you're strapping your car down at the end of the day as well, you put your strap over and watch your wrists on the wire. We're just going to stick a couple of fresh tyres on the back. Ones that come out the pyro, they're flat, I've blown them up, but at least they've got tread on, they haven't got wire sticking out of them like the other ones. So this is what I was on about, the precise reason. As you can see, this wheel is pretty skinned off. So there's little bits of wire and stuff poking out of them. Not good for your old digits. There we go. This one looks like it's fairly well stuck on there. It's been on there a while, mine, hasn't it? Let's have a quick. Okay. So it was going well until it wasn't it? Give it a little bit of persuasion with that. It's come off now, hasn't it? Look at that, look. She is not that bad. She's starting to delam though, so that's another one for the recycling. If I can ever find anybody to come down and recycle my tyres. She's got a nice one of these flashy green wheelers to put on. At least all four will be matching, I suppose. Where's the hole? Let's line that up. Just ignore that. We didn't see any of that rust there. As soon as you go into a corner and pull that hydro, that'll all clean off. Honestly. Okay. God, I managed to do this like 10 times a day. I think one tyre change in the yard at home, and I'm puffing and blowing. I suppose when you're on a drifter, you get adrenaline to get out again for the next one, so you just crack on and do it. Righty-tighty, righty-tighty, all of them. Get them all caught by hand first, then you know that the wheel's going to centralise properly. And then you can attack them with the ugger duggers. Ugger dugger. Alright, Shelby? Are you okay? I love you. Okay. You can't do this, you're not qualified. She's not qualified. You like that? Yeah. A bit of stockage. Okay, that should keep her out of the weeds for the time being. Cool. Okay, so I managed to find the front bumper, so we'll stick that on, make it look a bit happier, won't we? I designed, not designed, it's a banger thing really, but because the front of the car is so low, putting it on the trailer means we have to take the front bumper off. So we made a quick release by just putting some threaded bar on the bumper end, and then you just pop it on, do up the bolts. Job done. So let's stick it on if I can still remember how to fit it. So it's been a while. You put the sides in first. That. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. You know what to put it in there? There we go. Yeah. Oh dear. I think she may be a little bit out of shape. Let's get that end done. Just like that, and then this end. There we go. There we go, that's that on. Let's spin you around and have a look. Ah, see how much happier she looks now. Ah, bless. M Sport front bumper. So yeah, borrowing a good clean and a polish, maybe if I get keen. And do up some wheels and tyres because the stack is dwindling. Got a big stack back there. If anybody wants any free tyres for horse jumps or anything like that, give us a bell. Obviously not the ones with wire hanging out of them, but there's many there that you could use for planters or anything. Give us a comment. Yeah, there she is. So there we go, that's probably going to wrap it up for this video. Sorry it's a short one, not been too interesting really. Nothing really happened, did it? Everything went into plan, which if you know me very well, you know that never happens. So yeah, she's running, driving, we've got clutch, we've got brakes. Temptation to book in for a drift day is strong. As you can see, she just needs a real good clean and a polish. There is a little bit of the old tinworm starting to creep in on the panel edges, but I think considering it was painted by a good friend of mine, Trevor, in his workshop in like a day with hardly any prep, and the paint job's been on there, drifted on there for many years, at least 6 years, and then been sat, it still looks really good. And to be fair, with a bit of a wash and a polish, you know, you would think it was a road car almost. So yeah, there we go. A couple of guys that used to do the drone footage from Power and Drift. These guys, they're real clever drone pilots. Their footage is phenomenal. So if you go and have a look at that site, you see some amazing stuff, not just drifting, all kinds of motorsport and stuff like that that they do. So there we go. There she is. At least she's got the same colour wheels on now, which is nice. Cool. So yeah, like I say, that's going to bring us to the end of this video. Sorry if it's not come out as a very long one or very hot roddy or anything like that, but this is just another avenue that I enjoy playing with. So like I say, we haven't been drifting for a very long time. It's been at least 2 or 3 years, I think, since the last time the car was out. So for it to start up like that, fast turn of the key, I'm absolutely dumbfounded. Can't believe it, but you know, gotta believe it. We were looking right at it, and it done it. So you know, it went really well. So probably next weekend we may do a video of cleaning it up, getting it drift ready, changing tyres and whatnot, and then maybe following that we'll do a video of actual Power and Drift Day. So yeah, stick with us. We'll show you some stuff on that. Thank you very much to all my guys that have subscribed. It does mean a lot that people are watching these videos, so if you do watch and you can press the button for me, that would be fantastic. Like I say, it does help out new channels so much, getting the videos out there with some kind of algorithm that works or something like that, so that's cool. I'd like to do a big shout out again to Forsaken Exploration, Mike. the Urban Explorer. He's helping me so much with setting up content and setting up videos and editing and stuff like that. He's full of great advice. Another shout out that I'd like to do is to Pete Osborne, All Star Garage. So they do banger racing, unlimited banger racing. His videos are fascinating to watch. It just shows like the amount of work that goes into building cars for banger racing. You know, they start off with lumps of rust basically and spend months and months and months building them. So if you like to watch that kind of stuff, his channel's awesome. That's All Star Garage. Another guy that I'd like to shout out to is Chris Allen, the professional struggler. It was his videos, in fact, that gave me the inspiration to do my channel as well. So his content is like his day-to-day basically work life, but he's an awesome guy. He gets to do all sorts of interesting stuff. So big up Chris Allen, professional struggler. And for me, guys, thank you. It's been Angry Duck Automotive today. Like I say, not our usual content because obviously we're hot rod people, but you know, drift is life as well. So there we go. Thanks very much for watching. Like I say, if you can like and subscribe, that would be awesome. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Yeah, you will. If you can't be good, be careful.